the biggest enemy of consistency, there's actually just two things, right? The number one thing is the human tendency to think black and white, right? So when you're thinking like, okay, am I gonna go to the gym today? You're like, okay, I can't do my full workout because I have only 20 minutes, so why don't I spend those 20 minutes on something more useful? Because you're thinking like, well, that 20 minutes is not gonna be useful, if it's not my full workout where I'm gonna go there for an hour and a half and I don't do all my sets, all my exercises, you're basically thinking that black and white, all or nothing type of mentality, right? And that type of mentality, if you're really into that, you will almost never be consistent because life will always happen, right? So it doesn't make sense as a rational human being to expect that you're gonna be able to do that full routine all the time. So you have to make compromises. So the first compromise is like, 1 push-up is better than 0 push-ups. That's what I tell everybody, right? If you can go to the gym and do like the first exercise, the first 4 sets of the workout and get the hell out of there, you're still much better off than the dude who stayed home watching Netflix or jerked off on some porn or whatever the hell people do these days, go browse Tinder or whatever, You will waste 20 minutes like this. Nothing will happen. In those 20 minutes, you could have just went to the gym, did a couple of sets, and you got one benefit. Maybe you didn't get stronger that day. Maybe you didn't build any muscle. Maybe the stimulants wasn't really that much, right? It's like 20 fucking minutes. What's gonna happen in 20 minutes? Nothing. But there's one thing you got. You got to build and invest in building the habit, right? That's the fucking thing that you wanna build, right? It doesn't even matter if the workout gives you that stimulus that you're looking for. It doesn't matter if that workout gives you the PR. It's just one workout. That is irrelevant. In a scope of years and years it takes to get a great looking body, that one workout doesn't mean shit. But if that one workout causes a chain reaction of you leading to break your habit chain, then that workout is gonna ruin your progress for the next 6 months. Because that workout leads to a second workout that you missed, and the third workout is already like, oh damn it, I missed so many, I don't wanna get back into it. It's really hard to get back into it once you break the chain. Right? So don't break the damn chain. That's the whole idea, right? That's the old Jerry Seinfeld strategy. You guys probably heard Jerry Seinfeld's story when he was approached by a young comedian. Before he made millions and millions of dollars, I think Jerry Seinfeld made like 260 million one year with his show. He's very, very famous, like one of the most famous comedians of all time. And backstage, when he just started out, one very young comedian asked him, well, like, what is the best advice you can give me? And Jerry Seinfeld told him, well, look, to become a better comedian, what is it? Like, you have to write better jokes, right? How do you get good at writing better jokes? You write every single day, right? You just have to write jokes. And he told him, so buy a calendar, put the calendar somewhere in your house where you can see the calendar, take a little pen, and every day you write jokes, you put an X on that day, right? And he said, in the beginning, the X is gonna be all over the place. Like the X's is gonna be like 1 a day, 2 days, 3 days, then you're gonna be off for a couple of days, but then another X. But eventually, since you're writing all the time, you have that motivation to write at least in the beginning, you're gonna get a chain going, right? You're gonna get a couple of days going. You're gonna get like 4 or 5 days going. And at that point, the only purpose you have in life is not to break the chain. Right? It's not that I have to make myself to write every day. It's like I'm not gonna stop writing every day. Right? It's a much, much big of a difference when you think about it that way. Like, it's a different mindset, right? It's very similar to when guys see me like, oh dude, you're doing daily videos for YouTube. My goal is not to break the chain. I've been doing daily videos for, at the point of making this video right now, I'm doing it since November 2015. So it's been more than half a year. I'm doing daily videos, multiple videos per day. So I'm not gonna break the damn chain, right? And that is a big thing when you're saying consistency. When you're traveling, I've been to like 40 countries in the last 2 years. I haven't missed a single damn workout. Like I haven't missed one workout in the last 3 years. Not a single workout. How the fuck did I do that, right? I didn't go to the gym every time, but I didn't miss a workout. What is a workout? Well, if I knock out 10 push-ups, which takes 15 seconds to do, that's a workout. Did I work out that day? Of course I did. And that maintained my habit. So right now, if I land in a place where it's like chaos, I can still do my 15 push-ups, 20 push-ups. I can do find a pull-up bar. Back in Rome a couple of months ago, I did like these pull-ups in a staircase in a building. Like there was like a staircase and there was like one bar, and I could kind of like squeeze into it. It was like a Spider-Man moment. Like 11 p.m. I just landed there, and I just didn't want to miss my workout that day. And I did like 10 pull-ups, went back to the room, did 15 push-ups. That's all I could do because I didn't have any energy. I didn't almost eat at all that day because it was chaos, but I did my damn workout. I'm the kind of guy that I have only one skill, right? There's only one skill that I have. There's only one skill. Like everything you see is revolving around one thing. I am consistent. Nothing else. Like I'm not the best guy in anything. I don't have any special talent whatsoever. You know, I'm lifting for 6 years. I mean, if you look at me right now, I don't look like a guy who's been lifting 6 years consistently. I could probably look much, much better if I had the talent, if I had the genetics and whatever these guys. I mean, if you look at guys on YouTube who've been like lifting for 10 years, started when they were like 12, they look fantastic, right? They look jacked, dude. I've been lifting for 6 years, but my only skill is consistency. I'm not gonna give up. Maybe it's gonna take me another 10 years to get to that physique, but I'm gonna get to that physique because I'm a persistent motherfucker. I'm not gonna stop. Right? I'm not gonna stop no matter what. Like you can fucking shoot me, I'm gonna do a push-up before you shoot me, right? It doesn't matter, right? I'm not gonna break the chain. That's my mindset. And that's the first mindset you wanna have if you wanna be consistent. This is not about exercise, right? People link their habits to their environment. That's just our natural tendency to do. When you change your environment, all your habits break apart. Like if you've ever been reading consistently or doing meditation for a couple of days, you go to a vacation, you didn't read anything for a couple of weeks, bam, gone. It's like so hard to get back into reading. Same meditation. Even if you meditate 2 minutes, you travel, next day you land in a different city, I don't know, it's just your room is a little bit different, you don't meditate that day. Because your habit is linked to the environment. And if you're stuck in that all or nothing mentality, you're gonna not be able to develop that consistency necessary for that skill to actually give you results. When I meditate, dude, I sometimes meditate 20 seconds. Like 20 seconds. You think 20 seconds of meditation actually has any value? Like 20 seconds is nothing, you know? 20 seconds, you know, I just breathe in, breathe out, 20 seconds, that's like nothing. But I maintain the damn habit. And I haven't broken my meditation habit for the last 4 years. I meditate every single day. And people ask me, well, some days I meditate 20 minutes, right? It's not that I'm like just slacking off. But I have my tempo that I know that I can maintain. What is the minimum I can do to maintain the habit? To keep rolling, to keep rolling, to keep rolling, to keep rolling. That consistency is king. That is gonna make you successful in any area of your life. The second part of actually being consistent, what he's saying when an environment is chaos, this applies to all areas of your life, is avoiding perfectionism, right? Thinking that you can be perfect or do it perfect at any point in time. You can't. There's no such thing. A healthy way to look at perfection is as some kind of goal, right? So I have like the star, you know, that's where I would be perfect. That's like the perfect workout. But the actual reality, the planet where you can actually access things, that's just an island somewhere there and you're like floating on the sea. And you can be there, you can reach that island, but you're never gonna reach the star. You understand? Like you can never be perfect, but you can come closer to it because it's a guideline, but you're never gonna be perfect. So give up the idea of that you can ever be perfect, and good work, good workouts, good anything, good videos, good business ideas, good things that you do in your life come from a series of repetitions, right? It's all about repetitions. You know Mozart? Do you know every single thing Mozart ever produced? Like who knows every single fucking thing? Not even Mozart himself, probably, if you can just snap our fingers, hey Mozart, come here bro. He doesn't know what the hell he wrote because it takes repetition, right? He wrote thousands of freaking compositions and whatever, and you only know 5. Maybe if you're super educated, you know like 6, 7, right? If you're like me, you know like 1 or 2, you know, you can kind of recognize it, right? And that's it, right? We know only the 2 greatest ones, but those 2 were results of thousands and thousands and thousands of hours in repetition.